Wow! Oh my goodness! Remy, look what we got. This
Piece of wood.
It's a piece of wood wrapped in basalt. Okay, here we go. Let's unwrap this one a little bit. Everything good comes from above. This is actually what a sheet of pine veneer looks like.
So it's a 0.6 millimeter. So at the end, it's 275 grams per square meter.
Right, the cool thing is that it has 500 gram density, so hardly any epoxy penetrates into it, so it becomes a very light construction in that way. If you go back a little bit, we know that this wood came from a tree in a forest, and that forest is in Australia. And the cool thing is that when these trees grow up and get cut, they get immediately replaced with another tree that grows up. And in the meantime, we take this wood and put it into our boards. And when they are stuck inside our wood boards, at that time, they're outside the carbon cycle. So we are harvesting carbon by actually cutting the tree and putting it into a product that remains for many years. If the tree just falls down, then it will evaporate, it will oxidize. Or if it gets burned, let's say for a fire or for your housing warming, it also just evaporates and the carbon goes out. We capture the carbon and keep it in the board. So it's a pretty cool thing. If you now look at the actual history that we know of the Starboard wood technology, it started for us when we visited New Caledonia for the Numea Cup back in 1987. There we met with Jean Louis Colmas, and there he was riding on this board. This is the original Jean Louis Colmas wood board, and he was extraordinarily fast. He was, from what I could see, quicker than the fastest guy on the tour at that time, and he was a small guy, even smaller than me. So you know there was something special about this board. And actually I asked him to see if he could build me a board. He built one, it wasn't quick enough. He sent me his own board, and now, 35 years later, we still have this board. So pretty cool, thank you, Jean Louis. What's exciting is to see how this technology evolved. This board here won the World Championships in Perth in 1997 with Steve Allen, our team rider at the time. I want to show you this here. You can see the board it looks a bit aged, right? I will then become the archaeologist. I will go under and see what happens under the sticker. And when I remove the sticker, I can see that underneath the sticker, the wood is pristine. It's like not touched by the UV at all. So that's when we a few years ago started to actually have full PVC sticker over the wood so that the UV will not deteriorate the wood itself. So now we have a wood that will actually be able to sustain through years and years and decades of UV. And that's covering again all the board. You can see it over here in Remy's latest Isonic. This is actually a PVC cover on top of the wood, yes, here with color gradient.
So the sticker is applied on our wood board, Isonic, Carve, Futura, Foil Freeride, Wave board like the Ultra, Code, etc. On the Isonic, the full wood is covered by this sticker who protect completely the board from UV, but also to moisture on water. So it's very important because the water cannot go in the wood at all. So on the Waveboard Ultra, here is exactly the same sticker, but tint in blue. So it gives you this nice feeling with very fresh. I love it. And it protects the wood in the same way as for the Isonic. So that is very important for the durability of the wood compared to the past years that was a little bit moisture.
So what we have found is that our new wood sandwich boards, in some instances, are lighter than the carbon sandwich board. For instance, in the Futura, I think the new wood sandwich technology from Remy is about 100-150 grams lighter than the previous carbon sandwich. And therefore we changed that with only in wood sandwich because it's lighter and it is more environmentally friendly. And just to go back in time, I think in the, the year 2000 here in Thailand, we had a 6 first places won in the Formula World Championships using wood boards. So that was the big thing back in the days, using wood sandwich boards. They were a kilo lighter than the competition. Today, what Remy has been developing in its exclusive technology, where again, we are lighter than normal carbon sandwich boards by approximately 100 grams.
So I will give more details on this. For example, Isonic 73, it's same weight or lighter than any competitors in carbon. For example, the Isonic 73 is here 6.9 kilo. That means it's lighter than most of the competitors in carbon. So it's an extremely great value for this board. Our wave board in wood are lighter, equivalent or lighter than the carbon base construction of the other brand. So it's also a very great value. So you get a board with light, high performance, comfortable, with a good price. What else?
Well, there's one more thing is that still, you know, Remy developed the reflex carbon that is approximately half a kilo lighter, not only than our own wood boards, but approximately half a kilo lighter than any other carbon board in the market. So we still like carbon, but if you want to compare to the rest in the market, wood kinda is the new deal. So Remy, kick-ass job. Okay, let's go plant more trees.